Hello everybody, today I will talking about power. So what is power? This is an interesting question. In physics, power is the amount of energy. In social, power is entity or individual ability to control or direct others. Power can get by building your own influence with accumulation devote activity. In this power, we can see it from Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi. They had made a positive change in social and community. Another power is given power or authority. This power we can easily find in the leader of the country, government, CEO of a company. They were given power by the system so that people vote for them. USA is a capitalist country, and the government system works that way. That power shapes our economy. We are following the money and benefit. It is not bad because it is the motive for developing social and life. In another hand, it makes people run after money, material, and who has more money is more powerful because sometimes money can be a measure of power or it can give you some kind of power. To help people can have a good health care, the U.S. government set up a public health system to serve people. U.S. healthcare system has hospital, insurance company, health organizations, and one of those organizations is Department of Health and Human Service Organization. What will happen with this system when a pandemic appears? Pandemic is an outbreak disease prevalent over the whole country or the world. At the end of 2019, COVID-19 broke out from China and reached the USA in early 2020. Why COVID-19 is called pandemic? Because it spread out quickly and has high mortality. The number of lives lost in a pandemic depends on how many people are infected, how severe of an illness the virus can cause, how vulnerable certain groups of people are, prevention efforts and how effective they are. The next thing we want to know is COVID-19 a real public health threat? Yes, it is, and for sure, when we see the report from CDC and the number goes up every day. Do you think pandemic is real or is it just a media story? I don't think so. There's no reason for the government ask people to stay at home if the COVID-19 not truly happened. When people stay at home, do not work, the economy will slow down and it takes time to recover. It's not a political game, it is a human life. What does our media system face in a pandemic? We do not well repair. It has never happened before in modern US medical history. We do not have enough human resource for that large amount of patients get in the hospital because of COVID-19. Medical students early graduated to fulfill positions in hospital. Shortage of supply, which most of them come from a factory in China. The medical healthcare system is overloaded. After people stay at home for a while, we hit the second wave of the pandemic when we try to reopen. When we reopen, we require to wear masks. Some people do not want to wear masks. Maybe it is culture or just a habit. It is necessary to wear masks. It protects yourself and people around you too. Wearing masks shows respect and care to others. If you are a responsible person, you should wear masks in public. Why have people had such different response to the COVID-19? Maybe they do not believe it happened. They do not see it in real because they do not have a chance to step in an overload hospitals. Some people try their best to stay at home and avoid crowd as much as possible. Some just want their life back normal because everybody has different backgrounds, knowledge, and experience. Those are people who have different actions and decisions. There's some direction for COVID-19 symptoms. People with COVID-19 have a wide range of symptom reports, ranging from mild symptoms to severe illness. Symptoms may be appear 2 to 40 days after exposure to virus. People with this symptom may have COVID-19. Fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headaches, new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomit, diarrhea. Those signals can help us recognize COVID-19. When COVID-19 began to spread out, people start to dislike Asians. They thought we bring disease to this country, and even though we did not do anything, and we had been in the country from generation to generations, racism did not ask, just act. Some Vietnamese had thrown stones to their window and door. Another of my friends had her car painted some bad words. It happens unaccidentally. We are Asian and we cause it. That is how we can see the way race affects us when COVID-19 appeared. I can understand when people panic and scared. They can make some wrong decision, but it's not fair for Asians too. It is an overload in public hospitals, but some private hospitals do not, because you have to pay full price to get in, where the money is matter. You need money to get higher quality healthcare. There you can see class and money are different, where the lower class cannot reach it and is not affordable. Those places you will see white privilege. Most of them are white, high class, and seem like pandemic is not out there. White privilege set up to keep them safe from any damage. As the American president, I believe our President Donald Trump has all the privilege. He will protect it careful from COVID-19. He will get the best medical care, and that is how power can give it to you. What will happen when COVID-19 vaccine be approved and released? That is going to be an interesting order. Who will get it first? The most powerful people, important people, high-class people who are willing to pay more. It shall take more time for vaccine mass produced and reach to the low class. That is my vision for the future. I am a low class. I understand I need to take care of myself. Keep me away from COVID-19 for a longer time until we can have a vaccine. Nobody can help you, only you can protect yourself. President Trump is a high-class and white person. We can understand him with Robin DiAngelo's theory of white fragility. He lives in a society where black people are supposed to be lower, and life of the lower class is not matter. That is his first response to George Floyd's death, which later, President has another speak about George Floyd's death and promise will have justified for his death. After George Floyd's death, we have a question. How can we achieve liberty and justice for all? We have some protests around the country. It makes people think about it. President promised they will have investigation about his death. Our action has some good feedback, but is that enough? No, we still have more things to do. I think media is another power that we can use this and make it our tool. The more people understand our work and our protest, we shall have more support. Martin Luther King Jr. also used this power. And in the era of the internet and media expert, we should use it more. How the government responds to COVID-19 is another thing to consider. Why the government does not respond early when COVID-19 has just begun? Did they underestimate COVID-19? Did they listen to the professional medical advisor? Or they wait until cannot open anymore? Is economy can stand in front of human life? That takes us to go back to the nature of government and power. As you can see in Space Trader, Derek Bell shows us economic benefit development was put before human life, a human right. COVID-19 is real and is happening not only in the USA but also all over the world. I never think that pandemic could happen in this year. It had upside down everything in our life, but we shall survive. We can see some people sell masks and donate to hospitals. Restaurants send meal boxes to medical staff to support them. Finally, we still have together and together we can fight this pandemic. Hopefully, this pandemic will be over soon.